Welcome to Earth 2, where superheroes exist and CW Arrowverse TV talk is the norm. It's your boy Moecrosby. I'm here today to give you the CW Arrowverse Week 1 review. Yes, the CW Arrowverse Week 1 review. I'm going to be doing Arrowverse as one big review and not each episode. Each show is going to get an episode. I'm going to do one big review at the end of the week for Arrowverse. So you know what? Sit back, relax, and as always,
welcome to the planet.
Arrowverse is back. Started on Monday with Supergirl, Tuesday with Flash and Legends, and Thursday with Arrow. I don't know why Arrow's moved to Thursday, but again, Arrow has shown why it is still at the top of the Arrowverse. I think they kind of moved it to Thursday so you can give all the other episodes a shine and all the other shows a shine and room to breathe before you bring back Arrow, because Arrow started off the season with a bang. Yes, but I'm going to start off on Monday with Supergirl. Supergirl actually was really interesting for me this episode 1, because it really much picked off where it left off last season with her. Now she's in a dark place. She's dealing with loss, and she's lost Monel. She's lost, she's just dealing with loss, and she's not doing too well dealing with this loss. She's having bad dreams, or she's having dreams of Monel and dreams of what could have been or what should be, and as opposed to when she wakes up and life is just what it is. And so she's throwing herself into work, and when I say throwing herself into work, not Kara Danvers at Catco, she's throwing herself into Supergirl, saving the city and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, and it's a pretty edgy choice and pretty edgy direction for the show to go, but I like the episode so far. And we got introduced to our big bad this season. He's pretty terrifying, and what he tries to do for his main entrance and for his debut, I thought was pretty awesome. So I really like Supergirl and what they're trying to show this season, and hopefully this is what I think Supergirl is going to be this season. It's going to be her, because again, even though the episode ended with her kind of like almost coming out of her shell, her hurt shell, it's going to be a process, and I hope they give us a process of her breaking through it, not just one episode and boom, you're out, you're ready, back to being jolly old Kara Danvers. I want it to be I want to see a process, and I hope they really give us a process. If other than that, I thought it was a really good episode and pretty strong, and a really good way to introduce to start up Supergirl again, coming from last season to now. And there's a main big bad, and there's probably another big bad coming at the end that was shown at the end of the episode. So hey, I'm trying again not to do any spoilers and not to go too much into it. So yes, that was Supergirl, and that's my review. Pretty good, pretty strong season premiere. Let's hope it remains as strong as this for the rest of the season. We're moving on. Now the Flash this season, after coming up from season 3 and ending in season 3, I felt like the Flash was the one that needed to be refreshed the most. And so, with Barry going into the Speed Force, I was expecting that, you would see Team Kid Flash as he wants it to be. You see Team Kid Flash, carrying everything and carrying the show for a little bit before they bring Barry out. But I guess the showrunners have another plan on another direction they want the show to go. So yes, they gave us, the Flash just like that. Again, I have not too many problems with it. I'm just interested in seeing where they're going with this. Anyway, Flash opens up with Team Kid Flash, running around the city, saving the city. It's Kid Flash and Cisco. They're trying to stop Peekaboo, and it looked like it looked fun. It looked hopeful, and the banter was there, and I loved it. You go back to the command center at Star Labs, and it's Iris who's running the command center. So I liked that, and I want them to keep that and keep it going. So hopefully they keep that and keep it going. But where the episode kind of fell flat to me was them bringing back Barry. Oh, hold on, before they brought back Barry, Caitlin is back. And it just looks like it's gonna take some time for her to build a rapport back, but that's what I want. I don't want her to just come back and everything is back to normal. You have to build a rapport, and I enjoyed that. So Barry's back now. He's lost his mind, but somehow he snaps out of it. He saves the day, and it just looks like things are gonna go to back to Team Flash as normal. I don't want that. What I said, I hope that there are repercussions for bringing Barry out early on. What I also want them to do is, how are they going to balance Killer Frost and Caitlin Snow, because she's still Killer Frost. That persona is still there, and I want to see how they're going to balance it, and I really love it. Also, again, I want to see if there's also repercussions for Barry's mind. Like, I know it's kind of like snap back, but I want to see, him go back and forth with it. That would be awesome to me. I'm kind of iffy about the Flash because of the season finale, last season, and I want to see how they're going to build on that for this season. But I know what the Flash show does is it gives us repercussions every time the Flash makes a decision. So I hope there's a repercussion for this one. So who knows what's going to happen. And that was the Flash week 1. Again, it was a pretty good episode. Not as strong as Supergirl for me, but pretty good. Legends of Tomorrow, the funniest one, the one that's kind of grown on me. Season 1 of Legends I didn't know, but season 2 I really liked, and I think each season of the Legends of Tomorrow is getting even sillier. Like, they're loving themselves, they know what they are, they love what they are, and they're not caring. And I think that's what makes Legends kind of good for me, is because they know what they're about. Anyways, season 3 of Legends episode 1 picks off really from where it ends, and the Legends are back in our current time, but they've broken time, and there's going to be all these time runs. But if you remember, at the end of last season, Rip left them, but when Rip left them, he'd been working. Now he has this Men in Black type, Men in Blue organization where they fix time, and they fix they repair time. They have even the flashy thing is make people forget. The flashy thing made people forget what they're what happened. So it's really kind of Men in Black inspired. And again, that's what the show is. The show is silly, but what makes the show even better is, so when he comes in and saves the day, he disbands the Legends. And so now you have Sarah working at a grocery store, Ray Palmer is working at a tech startup. The only two people who seem to be content right now is Mick and Professor Stein. Professor Stein is back at home with his family. Mick is in Aruba. That's all he's wanted to do. But somehow the Legends, something somehow is going to bring the Legends back together. A time remnant, one of the time remnants, Julius Caesar, stays. And with the Legends trying to fix that, they end up messing it up more. It's what they do. So this is what the Legends do. So they end up messing it up more. You go into that, and they try to fix it, and Rip's team comes in, tries to fix it. They mess it up. The Legends save the day. But again, this is what the Legends of Tomorrow is about. It's about them messing up and saving the day. I love it, and I hope they keep doing what they're doing. It's a pretty strong episode. Again, like it was almost flawless, again, because this is what the Legends is about. They're silly, so everything about it, even the silliest thing they do, is pretty okay to me at this point. I'm okay with it. And so at the end of this episode, we get a Zambezi scene. Now, the only thing for me is, with Zambezi being introduced at the end of this, will it affect Vixen at the on the CW seed? Is that a part of the Arrowverse? I want someone to answer that for me down in the comment section. Because if CW seeds Vixen as a part of the Arrowverse, something like that big was going to happen in Legend should affect that, right? We'll find out. And this is the last show, Arrow. This is the best show. This is the one that I really want to talk about, because this is the one to me that stood out the most for the season. When it ended last season, Lian Yu blew up, or we saw Lian Yu blow up. We don't know who survived. I love the way it started this season. You saw Arrow, the Green Arrow, come up and snipe some people with his arrows. You didn't know what was gonna happen. Then you cut scene, and next thing you see is Diggle, Spartan, whoops some ass, and then you see, so it's like, oh, so did they all die? Did he survive? No, you don't know what's happening. Next thing you see is Wild Dog, who got an update. Wild Dog has gotten an update, so he looks really different this time. And that happens. You get Black Siren, Black Canaries, the new Black Canaries here, and all of that is happening, and all of that looks really good. And you get the flashbacks. So the flashbacks shows you how they survived, or what happens in Lian Yu. And now you're coming back to the season, and you see how everyone is suffering from Lian Yu. Everyone, literally. Detective Lance is he's not detective anymore. Lance is suffering. The only people who don't seem to be suffering, maybe just in this episode, is Wild Dog, Mr. Terrific, and Dinah. So those are the people who don't seem to be suffering and going through it. Anyways, we see Oliver suffering, is going through it the most, because now he's a single father, because his son doesn't recognize him as a son. So it's just really interesting, and it's just a real dynamic that I like, and I want to see them explore more. The PTSD from Lian Yu. I want to see them explore it more. this episode again was really strong because Black Canary, we got Black Canary, and we got Black Canary, and we got Black Siren, and they came at each other hard. I need more of that. I need Arrow to show more Black Canary and Black Siren every week. I don't care. We need it to happen every week. It's so awesome. And the two of them obviously have no love for each other, and you see that when they come on screen together and they're going at each other. And I love it. I love seeing Laura Lance as evil Laura Lance. I hope they don't change it. I don't want them to. We also might. The best part, when at the end of the show, we get to see Arrow unmasked. We get to see Under the Mask. Well, the city of Star City gets to see Under the Mask. And what I love most is. What I love most about it is the fact that this has happened in the comics. This is currently happened. It's currently happened in Rebirth, and so they pulled that from Rebirth, and that's happening right now. And I want to see if they're gonna handle it just like they handled in Rebirth. Is he gonna run? Is he gonna go underground and just become a hero? And I want to see if the police force is gonna come after him. Now that Dinah is on the police force, I want to see if she's gonna try to come after him. It's just so much, and this is exactly why I love Arrow. Why I love season 5 of Arrow. And I love Arrow to this point. I love the season premiere, and I'm so excited for how the show is going to go further down. Again, this has been my review for all of Arrowverse Week 1. I'm excited to see what Week 2 has to offer. Down in the comment section below, I did ask you guys a question if CW Seed is a part of the CW Arrowverse network shows. Let me know if that's a thing. Also, let me know if you like my format for Arrowverse. If you like the weekly format that I'm going to be doing. If not, let me know what you think, and let me know if you want me to do it a different way. Yes. Check out Earth 2 on social media. We dropped a ton of pictures from Comic-Con. Hope you guys saw it and hope you guys liked it. Also, we dropped an announcement for a horror episode that we're coming on Sunday. This is going to be on Sunday. We're going to do a horror episode. This is going to be the biggest cast that we've done. We have a couple people coming in on this. Of course, the people who are going to be on this. Patrick, Lou from Draw 4 is going to be on this. Patrick, who's officially Earth 2, is going to be on this. And then we have a ton of guests. So you have to come see who the guests are, and you have to come. I'm not going to tell you who everyone is going to be on this. But yes, we're finally doing a horror episode, and I love horror, and I'm glad we're able to do this. Again, thank you guys for watching. The podcast is back this week. I'm so excited. We have a lot coming up for you, maybe 2 or 3 episodes on that. Yeah, man. Everything is everything on Earth 2 this week. This is going to be a really good week for Earth 2. Thank you guys for watching this episode. As always, it's been your boy Moecrosby. Keep watching, keep reading, and how do I? Yeah, go fill your own box.